I was sitting at home and waiting for my afterboards musty to come when I started imagining all the fun I could have in Singapore. It was just like way too appealing. I was like, I have to book tickets ASAP. No, none of that happened. I'm just kidding. My boards got over, so my parents agreed to send me for a small vacation to my uncles and cousins' place who live in Singapore. So I thought before I start pouring in my Singapore content, why not make a video on these major details of how to get your visa and how to really get to Singapore before I start uploading that stuff, because I do think some people would be interested in that. Basically, we contacted a verified visa agency. I recommend you do the same because it makes your work 100 times easier. And all you have to do on your part is email them the photos of all the documents required that they send you a list of. And if you do not live in the same city as your agency, you will also have to courier your passport to them. I did not, so I did have to courier it to them. And I was a little apprehensive about it, but there is nothing you need to worry about because, well, you contacted a verified agency for that same reason. And because I was traveling alone, my uncle just sponsored my trip, so I did not have to submit documents like bank statement and all of that. And the agency does charge some money, so my agent took $30 plus rupees 500 for couriering my visa and passport back to me. Okay, now let's get to the fun stuff. So the initial plan was that I would actually travel alone to Singapore, but thankfully I met up with my aunt and little cousin on the airport T3, which I think made my work way easier because I did not get bored. Look, my sister has come to drop me off from her office, especially. Not scripted at all. Where are we?
Bye bye bags. We are going to Singapore.
Yeah, we are going to give away our bags. We are waiting in the line. We are waiting for our bags to go away so we can be free and then we can have donuts.
Ah, yes.
Now, getting our check-in done was like a nightmare because first of all the lines were barely moving and a very few counters were open, and even after we reached our counter it took us like a good 45 minutes because they were kind of working through their problems. So after that, although the lines for security and immigration were way more crowded, it still felt like a cakewalk because the lines were moving really fast, so it felt better. The security checking was a success.
A security checking is a success.
Yes. So our flight is at 11:15 or 11:20 p.m. IST, which is really not that bad for an international flight. And the flight to Singapore is like 4 hours long. So we're gonna reach Singapore at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., something like that according to the Singaporean time. We are sitting and waiting in we are in the play zone actually. My little cousin is playing, but we should actually go to our gate. Our gate is gate number 20, I think, and it is exactly 10 o'clock and our departure is at 11:15, so we should really head to our gate. We are seated.
Yay!
Dinner at 2 a.m. y'all. So I reached Singapore and then I stood in line for immigration, and that is when I was told that you actually need this Singapore entry card, I think, which is to be filled beforehand online. Thankfully, there was this entire table dedicated to it and everybody was filling it up. So I did fill it up, but when I went again, they did not really ask for it. So just a heads up, keep it on hand, you might need it. Got our luggage, guys, and we are gonna head out. It took so long. No way. I am in Singapore, guys. Is the view better like this or like this? Okay, the lighting is better here, so I'm going to do this. So I had a really huge and heavy luggage that I had to give in the check. And even after that, I had like a really big sling and a dragging suitcase, backpack. And I had my boarding pass, I had my passport, I had to keep my visa in hand. So I tried my best to vlog even when I could not. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna reach Singapore and I'm gonna vlog. So this is technically my first day because what is the time? I don't know, it's like 10 o'clock or something right now. But I am going to sleep. How will I sleep? I have a very beautiful view from here, from my room. It's really pretty out here and I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I was arranging my suitcase, went to sleep, and then something very unbelievable happened. You guys will never believe what happened. My result just came out. Yes, so my result came out, and funny thing, I was dumb enough to not have my admit card on me. So you guys have no idea how I managed to get my result. I am very happy because I did well, right, Myra?
Huh.
We came, I slept for really long. I woke up, then checked my result because I did not know the result was coming out. My sister called me, she was like, the result is out, and now we're gonna go out. This is the terrace, and it is so gorgeous out here. This is the Pangol Regional Library, and this is like every bookworm's dream. It was just so pretty and so white, and also it had this weird comfortable aesthetic to it, so it felt very homey, and also it was kind of secluded or maybe just empty. I just loved the whole vibe going on in there. So Waterway Point is like a mall which is at walking distance from the library, so we are here for ice cream. And what are we having?
Ice cream!
I'm gonna insert the name of which mall we are in. I'm not really sure because this is a mall like right next to where we are living. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're just roaming around. And that is it for this week's video. Today's video was for sure a little more on the informative side. Hope this helped you. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be sending out Singapore content your way very soon, so look out for that if you're interested. But for today, this is it. Like, share, subscribe and comment if you enjoyed, and see you soon. Bye.